The babies found ants. You're good little predators. All right, chicken tour. So this is my unkempt yard. We actually do mow like this one patch, maybe once a year. In springtime and early summer, the wildflowers over here are real beautiful and we just leave them. And then once they're over, we will mow a patch, partially because I want this moss to grow back before winter. And also because the yard shavings are really good for the chickens throughout the winter. So we'll do a bit, and the rest of it we just leave for the native plant life. We got wild salamanders and stuff like here that are endangered that hatch in our yard, and we got little snakes and bees. We just like to leave it for them, you know? This over here, the leaf litter, is the chicken's favorite part, the adults. So there's two of them. Let's see. This one up front's Beauty. She's the one who gets broody and grows rooster feathers and starts attacking people periodically. She's just protective of the others. She's named after a little dragon from a book series I like. That one over there's Medley, who's named after like a bird girl from Legend of Zelda. She was the first one to learn how to fly, so. She's also the one that had to live in my office for a while because she got the frostbite. I gotta get that trash up in a second. Let's see. There's the coop that I built with my brother. I'm not like super good with tools, but I'm good enough that my much more like seasoned brother can be like, hey, cut this, drill that, and I can do that much, you know. Over here we have the other two. This is Agatha Chickie. Haha, we're very clever. That one's Trouble. I like to say that she's named after the falcon from the last years of Merlin, and it is kind of true. But also the first time we let her outside, she ran off into the woods for like an hour, and it was forever to catch her. So, Trouble. These two sometimes go off from the others, and sometimes Trouble, like often Trouble goes off on her own. So, these two are buddies, but Trouble's definitely the most independent of the lot. Also the least tame. Like all these others you can walk up and pat, walk up and pick up. I mean, sometimes they're like focused on what they're doing and aren't a fan, but you usually don't have to work too hard to get them, and lots of times you can just walk right up and pick them up. Trouble's very hard to catch. She'll let you get close, she'll eat out of your hand, but sometimes she will just peace out on you. Hey girl, nope. Yeah, and there's the babies. They don't have names yet. We worked really hard with them, handled them a lot more, kept them inside a lot longer, and they are much friendlier at this age than the others were at this age. The others we actually had to tame down a fair bit after they moved outside, which was harder. So these guys have the little playpen. It's movable, and I'm going to use it for other purposes. But the good news is, when the shed comes on Thursday, it's going to take a day to build, and then it's going to take a few more days for us to like adapt it to a chicken coop. And during those days, while Nick and I work on that, we'll be able to adapt them more and more to outside. Hello? They're so cute. Their little personalities are already so distinct. They're good little critters. I know they're not going to be everyone's ideal pets, and not everyone's going to view them the same way I do. But there's a whole big community of backyard chicken folks who regard them as pets. And they're fun. As long as people, it's just like anything else, as long as people don't expect them to act like dogs, and that can apply to almost anything you keep. Like people will be so disappointed if a given animal doesn't act like a dog or think it doesn't have value. It's like, no, it may not be for you, but they still have value, you know? I went to the farmer's exchange one day, and there was a bunny there that had been returned after one day because the mom took it home and was disappointed that it didn't play fetch. It's like, it's a fucking rabbit. You can play with rabbits. They're playful animals. Like, I had a rabbit once that I had a house full of toys for it. But they don't play the same way as a dog, you dumb bitch. But you know, they're fun little guys. Oh, where'd the other two go? I should probably find them. Oh, there they are. Cluck, cluck.